collision sparked explosions and fireballs. It was a low-speed crash with extraordinary impact. The tanker, the Stena Immaculate, had been anchored 12 miles off the coast. It was carrying aviation fuel, which has been spilling into the North Sea.
Solong has collided with tanker Stena Immaculate in the outer anchorage. Both vessels are abandoning.
The first priority was to rescue the crew members and get them back to land.
36 of them were brought safely ashore here at Grimsby. The ambulance service said none of them needed further hospital treatment. But what they're dealing with out at sea is one of the worst maritime collisions in recent British history.
The tanker was carrying aviation fuel on behalf of the US Navy. It was struck by the Solong, a cargo ship which had 15 containers of a toxic compound called sodium cyanide on board. Exposure to it can be serious, cause heart or breathing problems, and even prove fatal to humans. As the seriousness of the situation emerged, port authorities stopped all boats leaving the docks along this coastline.
Well, there we are, guys, up at Spurn Point. I don't know how much we're going to see today because it's very misty out at sea. There's been reports of some environmental contamination washed up onto these shores, so we'll keep our eye out for any of that as well. The interesting thing about that is, they said if you find any, just call 999. That's how serious it is. There's a risk to obviously habitat, sea life and also human life. So the fact that you've got to ring 999 says it all really. But yeah, let me turn around, you can see what I'm seeing, guys. So this is Spurn Point then, and it goes all the way around. And I don't know how far you can see, but it goes a long way, a good few miles I reckon. I'm not sure, but I will look it up and I'll put that down in the description. What a glorious day though. As you can see here, there's tyre tracks all the way down here. Now this is a protected nature reserve, so you wouldn't get any vehicles other than those that are out here protecting these shores or emergency services down here, because no vehicles are allowed. But the interesting thing here, guys, is, and you can't see this, is over there there's two ships, and I'm wondering if that's the ships we're looking for, because the Humber is in that direction over there. This whole area as well, it's rough seas coming from both directions here, so a lot gets washed up as well. So if you're into your beach combing, this is the place for you. And this is what I'm saying, it's like, because of where the location of the collision was, if anything's going to get washed up, it's going to get washed up here. Everything pretty much gets washed up onto Spurn Point. I mean, just look. So you can't see, guys, but right in front of me there's a big ship. Looks like a military ship. It's got lots of cranes on it. But what you need to remember is Hull Docks is probably one of the busiest shipping lanes at this side of the country on the East Coast. So it's hard to distinguish between what's shipping and what's recovery. But there's definitely a lot of people out with binoculars and doing pretty much the same thing as me out here, just being nosy really. See all this wooden beams here? This used to be a little docking area. And up here, there's lots of old gunner stations from World War II. All corroded now, obviously, nothing left of them. So a lot of these would be like pillar boxes. That was manned during the Second World War. And this was the old docking area. I just love looking at all these old wooden beams being corroded over years. I mean, people would pay a lot of money for that wood. Make a nice dining room table or something. And here's the remnants of an old pillar box. I honestly don't know how far I should walk because I don't know how much I'm going to see. But I'm giving it a good effort, you know. I mean, look at this. This is what's washed up this far at the beach. Crab pots. Junk, more crab pots. Rope. This would have looked a lot different in 1940s, I tell you. I mean, just that is the power of the ocean, isn't it? Look at the size of that tree. Another crab pot. Struggling to walk in this with my biking boots on. But yeah, this is power of nature, innit? Power of the ocean. Total destruction. Well, there we are, guys. Trying to listen in some ships if possible, but it's just a waiting game really, see what we can pick up.
Scanning beacon.
We might get lucky, we might not, but we're here to try.
Scanning beacon.
Here is a maritime safety information broadcast, including the inshore waters forecast. Inshore waters forecast to 12 miles offshore. Issued by the Met Office at 1100 UTC. General situation.
Scanning beacon.
A ridge of high pressure will move eastwards on Wednesday before further on.
Scanning beacon.
Weather fronts move eastwards later on Wednesday and during Thursday.
Scanning beacon.
24-hour forecast. Northerly or northwesterly 4 or 5. Occasionally 6 in west.
Well guys, I'm at the top of Spurn Point here, but I didn't go right down to the end because there's just no point. I mean, I need to get right back over there. But yeah, I've tried to scan the frequency as well, but I've picked nothing up. Well, I did pick some up, but then nothing came back after that, so I'm not sure, but I'll keep trying. If I do find something, I'll bring you back, but for now I think I've got about 2 miles to walk. So yeah, right, I'm going to crack on guys and I'll bring you back shortly. Right guys, we're on our way back. It's been a bit of a bust to be honest, but you know what? I've enjoyed it. But don't worry, it's not over. Because I've heard 40 minutes up the coastline is an abandoned village of some description. The road's fallen into the sea and the houses are about to do the same. So I think what I'm going to do is jump back on my bike, go 40 minutes up the road and see what it's all about. So stay with me and let's go. There we are, guys, this is it. They say this is one of the fastest eroded places in the whole of Europe. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get down, but I'll give it my best go. Danger, cliff subject to coastal erosion, do not proceed. Well, for public interest I think I'll just proceed. Oh wow, there you go, look. There you go. Let's get off and have a walk around and see what we can see. There we are, guys, we're at the location now. This house here, obviously they've moved out because the road has gone into the sea. But in the name of public interest, I will cross this little section here, just have a little peek. Sad, innit? You think all down there people were living and just abandoned the properties. All to be no more. Crazy, absolutely crazy when you see it in person. Once a thriving community around here. All houses all the way up there. Nothing. Just shows you, doesn't it, how ferocious that sea is. And look at it now out there, nice and calm. It's taken away all this land and all these people's houses. Just sad. Sad to see it like this. So, shame about the ship that we didn't get to see. But you know what? We've seen something else. Back road tourist strikes again. We've actually been and seen something. In a couple of years' time, this road won't be here, and neither will be that house. So let's hit the road and let's head off, because I've got a couple of hours ride now, maybe. Across country, all the way home. We'll stop off and get some food. I'm absolutely starving, but yeah, from me, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I apologise that we couldn't see the ship, but you know what, you can't win them all. So until next time, see you soon.